Hello again, Guardians. LVnative here with another Destiny video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at another Titan build. More specifically, we are going to look at the Sunbreaker Titan build, and I'm going to show you the setup that I like to use whenever I run my Sunbreaker Titan in PvP, and that's whether it's Iron Banner, whether, it's just regular Crucible. This is a setup that I like to run. So first things first, I like to have max armor and recovery. I do not worry about my agility that much because I can Titan skate around everywhere with my Titan and be faster than any other subclass anyway. So for your grenades, you've got the good old fusion grenade, an explosive grenade that causes bonus damage when attached to its target. Pretty self-explanatory. You just stick it and forget it. If you hit them, you know you're going to get the kill. You can duck behind cover, and let yourself get healed back up and then move on and kill somebody else. It's a very reliable, very fun grenade to use. As long as your aim is, pretty true with it and you can get the stick, you're going to get the kill. Unless, you're sticking it on someone who still has full health and is a roaming super, like another fellow Sunbreaker Titan or a self-res Warlock, something like that. You can get some post-mortems with it. It's kind of fun. As long as you get the stick, you're going to get the kill. So other than that, you also have the choice of using a thermite grenade, a grenade that sends forward a burning line of fire. This one's okay, kind of puts a little straight in front of you line of fire to damage enemies, but it's not my favorite. The incendiary grenade, a grenade whose explosion catches enemies on fire, causing additional damage over time. This is a very fun grenade to use, and I do sometimes use this if I'm doing sixes, because I can hit more than one person with it like I do with my fusion grenade. So both grenades are good choices. It just comes down to your play style. For your jump, you could use the increased height. Upgrade your lift to carry you a little higher. You have increased control. Upgrade your lift for better directional control while in the air. And last, and honestly, in my opinion, least, is the catapult. Upgrades your lift to provide a strong initial burst of momentum. It just becomes really hard for me to control that one. Besides, when I use the increased control, it allows me to have the most speed that I can whenever I'm Titan skating. So because of that, I run with that. For your Hammer of Soul, you've got Forge Master. Throw more hammers, and hammers cause bigger explosions. How much longer does it last? I'm glad you asked. So first, we're going to see how many hammers I can throw without this perk active. So that's 4, 5, yeah, so I can throw 5 hammers without that equipped. Now I'm going to go ahead and equip it and see how many more hammers that I can throw. So your super drain's a little bit slower and your hammers don't take as much. That's 3, we got 4, there's our 5th one. And looks like we were able to get 2 more hammers. So instead of 5 hammers, you can have 7 hammers. Very, very good perk to use for Forge Master for your hammers. You also have Sun Charge. Press R1 during the Hammer Assault to hurl yourself forward. Enemies in your path explode, chaining fiery damage to nearby enemies. You have Scorched Earth. Ignite the world, causing sunspots everywhere your Hammer of Soul impacts. I don't usually run with that. Forge Master I run with, sometimes, just depending on the mood that I'm in. But honestly, I have a lot of fun when I decide to run with that little fiery shoulder charge, the sun charge. Let me show you why, because this is such a great gap closer. Sometimes people are in a weird, awkward position. It'd be hard for you to hit your hammer. Like that right there would have been tough for my hammer to target him. But I'm able to close the distance and get the kill with the sun charge. It's a really fun grenade, and it lasts for a long time, as you're running around here. You can even take out other supers with it. So just a fun ability to use. And I find if you can hit this even in a small group of people, you can get multiple kills. Like that, I would have killed him if that post wasn't in the way. But I'm still able to maneuver around with it and then get the charge kill on him as well. So that is what I usually like to run through with my hammers, is run with the sun charge. I can still chuck hammers if I want, and the sun charge gives me that ability to do that, blinding fast, close the distance, and slam into him for the kill. So moving on to our next category, it's our melee attack. And for those, you can upgrade your Sunstrike with Melting Point. You can burn away your target's defenses, while burning targets are weakened to both you and your allies. Fantastic perk to run in PvE, not as big of a use in PvP. You also have Thermal Vent. Sunstrike releases a solar explosion on hit. Kills create a sunspot that damage the enemies inside. That is going to be your most damaging melee attack, and it is the one that I usually tend to run with. Your third choice for your melee is Stroke the Forge. Reduces Sunstrike's cooldown, and getting the killing blow with the Sunstrike instantly recharges it. That can be pretty fun as well. As long as you make sure you're getting the last hit, not the first hit on a Guardian, you can continually keep recharging that. But Thermal Vent just works best for me. I tend to see the best results, with that as far as being able to get that melee kill. With these, you can actually set them up any way you want. Again, I go with that Titan Codex 1 because I keep my armor and my recovery maxed out. You've got Flameseeker. Your Hammer of Soul will alter its flight path to seek out your enemies. This used to be extremely powered and broken. They toned it down significantly. They don't seek quite as much as they do anymore, or as they used to anymore, I mean. It's not bad, but it's not what it used to be. Explosive Pyre. Enemies felled by your hammer explode, chaining your solar damage to nearby enemies. That is my preferred one. You also have Fleet Fire. Enemies felled by your fire get you the speed boost. That's okay, but the Explosive Pyre is the one that I like the best. Again, set these up for max armor and recovery. You have Simmering Flames. When super energy is full, your grenade and melee abilities recharge twice as fast. This is quite a fun perk to run in PvE, where I can just start chucking grenades everywhere. It's a fun perk if you like to hold on to your super and not use it all the time. Cauterize. Enemies brought down by your fire regenerate your health. Now that's going to be with your super, with your melee, or with your grenades. Causes this to proc quite often, and it can be a lifesaver. It doesn't seem to work quite as often as it used to, but it still works enough that I greatly use this one over any of the others. Firekeeper. When standing in sunspots, you gain an overshield, and the Hammer of Soul lasts longer. This can be okay if you run like a complete sunspot build. That's not what I like to run, and if you're not doing everything to create your sunspots, Firekeeper is kind of a waste. For me, it's Cauterize all the way. I love being able to get that lifesaver, extra health when I need it to kick in. So those are pretty much all the abilities and perks that I like to use whenever I'm running with my Sunbreaker on my Titan. It's what works best for me. But now let's take a look at the exotic armor choices for you. I like to max out my intellect and discipline, mainly because I want that super and I want my grenades charging as fast as possible. You don't really have any great helmets to use. You do have a pair of gauntlets that you can run, the Immolation Fists. Now what those are going to do is give you the Explosive Pyre for free, so you could use that to free up another slot if you want to. For your chest pieces, you really have two choices here. You've got Twilight Garrison or the Armentarium. You can't go wrong with either. I kind of switch back and forth sometimes between these. The Armentarium is going to give you that extra grenade charge. It's always nice to have two grenades with any class, and with the Titan it's no different. It's also going to be able to give you either extra heavy ammo or special ammo, and that works for any heavy weapon or any special weapon. So it's really nice and versatile. You can use it for whatever ammo that you want. The other choice that you have is going to be the Twilight Garrison. Now the Twilight Garrison has that unique ability of the tactical air support, and that's where you hit your circle button twice while airborne to do an evade, and you can do it twice per jump while you're in the air, and it is a fun way to play. Going to give you extra special or heavy ammo as well, so the big difference is, do you want the extra grenade or do you want the extra mobility? I choose the mobility. It's just too great with that Twilight Garrison to be able to close the gap, make some great maneuvers that you normally couldn't make. All in all, just a fantastic piece to wear. But like I said, you can make a great argument for either the Twilight Garrison or the Armentarium. So that's about it as far as what my setup is whenever I choose to run Sunbreaker. Down in the comment section below, please let me know what you think about it. Did you like it, enjoy it? Did you find it helpful? Do you have another Sunbreaker build that you prefer over the one that I showed you? If so, let us all know about it. We'd love to hear your opinions. So that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. As always, thank you so much for watching. This is LVnative, and I will see you in the next one. Hey there, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you like what you saw, drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Until next time, this is LVnative, and I am out of here.